Matt Tirana becomes an engineer. Let's go. Let's go. Just give me a quick second. I don't know why all that's there for. Let's get rid of that. But thanks for the 2 months, Matty. Let's go. Let's go, mate. Let's go. Where is it? This one and this one. All sorted. But thank you very much for the 6 likes already, you absolute legends. Obviously, today we are packing the power pack. Obviously, tomorrow, obviously, I'm going to try and get our setup tour video done. So that should probably be a quick 5-minute one for the weekend. Probably take an hour of my time. But everybody, PJ, Gran Turismo ASMR, who actually, I had a look at his recent video he dropped whenever it was, Friday, Saturday, rain sounds, cockpit view. That's a very good niche to pick. A very good niche to pick. So if you haven't, go subscribe to Gran Turismo ASMR if you were just wanting that background noise, rain, race cars. What more could you want? What more could you want? But PJ, again, Kiwi Dad, Maddie, all you legends, those that are lurking, the 7 likes. Hopefully we don't drop 16 likes tonight. But let's get into it. That's obviously a new, put up on the big screen, a new livery I've done for the RCZ. It is available if you wish to use it, so go your hardest with that. Most of my liveries as the year goes on will be very similar. Either, obviously, we all know, Monster or Pepsi Max. And obviously, I've just recently done a Fanatec one for the Megane trophy, so that should be good. Which track are we doing today? We are doing the Power Pack. Yeah, it would have been about 16. I think I ended up with 9 likes from 25, which was wild. But I do apologize. I did drop you guys onto mute for a quick second there. But yeah, we are, as you can see by the title, Vesta, we are heading to the Power Pack. So that should be some fun. I have 2 guests, by the sounds of it, coming along, which is not ideal. So give me a quick second. I will sort them out. Shut the door, please. So yeah, as we can see, we've done a little bit. I don't know whether we stick to Japan or we head to tuning, or we head to historic, maybe the Nürburg. Is it me or that's a billion credits? That's a 6-star. I'm pretty sure there's multiple 24 hours, isn't there? Give me a second. But I do hope also you enjoy that Be Right Back screen. I thought that was a bit better than having what we were doing. But yeah, today we're doing Power Pack. So that should be something a little bit different, because I will say this, Vesta, I feel this week's dailies are a bit boring, but it is what it is. But yeah, Drummer Boy, we hit 25 last night, and then for some weird reason, I had a disagreement, I think, just a calling out with another racer, and yeah, all of a sudden we started dropping likes and we dropped down to 9, which was wild. But there, cheers for the Peppy Max. But let's have a look. So looking at the Power Pack as a whole, obviously just here, or where my pedals are, just here, just says Nürburgring. So it looks like we've got obviously America in the top left, Europe in the middle, top middle, and then Japanese in the top right. And then across the bottom half, we've got the Nürburgring, historic, and then tuning. So it looks like as we sort of progress through some of these, what we got? Willow Springs, 4-star, 300 horsepower. So yeah, I guess something not too bad, I guess. I do know there's a couple. Let's have a look. I'm going to just bring it up on my phone. What we got? What was it Gran Turismo 7 Power Pack? What do we got? Yeah, funny, read it here three months ago. Power Pack is not worth the price. But thank you very much for the 10 likes, absolute legends. Pre-selected cars, there's only 3 of them. Predetermined, 1 color livery, no tuning, no fuel strategy. Collecting stars feels so arcade. It's what it is, mate. It's what it is. Well, let's have a look at what we've got. Well, Gran Turismo Wiki really just has it as something bizarre. Bloody ads on Gran Turismo Wiki, wild. So with the cars we can end up collecting, Ford Mustang, American Racer. So it's the NASCAR looking Mustang, which we had, I think it was about 4 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, 10 weeks ago, over at Daytona, where it was just the tri-oval. We can also get ourselves a GP tuned KPG C10 Skyline, so one of the older Skylines. We can get a 911 Rally Turbo, so obviously the Rally one that you see on the front of the Power Pack. A D tuned, so I'm going to say drift tuned A86. A Super GT road car, which is pretty cool. And then we get the 1966 Volkswagen Beetle Desert Racer, which is another one on the obviously the Power Pack. Okay, so endurance races in the Power Pack. So this is one for all of you that looking at getting the Power Pack and still undecided. It's got here, endurance races in the Power Pack can be resumed if the player quits the game from the console menu. So obviously this menu, console system menu, every several laps the game saves the racer's state, specifically time remaining and track positions, which is cool. If the player quits then reloads the race they are currently in the middle of, the game loads the remaining time, track position, state from the last lap saved in a manner as if the race was resumed from a red flag, which is pretty cool. And the player can also add other races can do other races in the meantime, which is pretty cool. I think that's cool. So if you don't know where I'm getting this information from, I'm reading it from the Gran Turismo wiki page. Obviously, go to Google, type in Gran Turismo Power Pack, scroll down until you see the wiki. So from in version 1.66, a bug fix update released a week after the Spec 3 update. Several races within the mode were shortened. That's pretty cool. Final races in the Power Pack cannot initially be restarted once started. This ability was added in the 1.68 update, which is pretty cool. But nothing really too much on what extra ones are. So obviously it's 50 new races across 20 themed categories, including multiple hour races, endurance races, which is pretty cool as well. I think that's great. Just definitely changes away from some of the online racing that we do, especially here on the sports. Let's have a look. I wonder if there's like a spread. It does. It gives us something fun and something different to do. Excuse me. That's okay. Obviously, we already know about the three things. We get the practice, we get the qualifier, and then we get the race. Let's go overview. Overview. Oh. And I think for memory 2, just remember those on PlayStation 4, this is not available. I will say that right now. It's only available on PlayStation 5. Nothing at the moment. Nothing. Oh. Where do I go past? I went past the Nürburgring something. Oh, what's this one? So I'm not going to do that. So each time we do a race. So let's pick one. So we'll do the first one as the American Muscle. I've seen a few guys do the 24-hour, and I will say this. PJ, that's a good one. I will say this: once we crack over 1,000 subscribers, yes, over 1,000, it has to be consistently over the 1,000. So if it's 1,030 and continues to obviously climb, perfect. Once we hit, I'll put it on the big screen so you all can understand what's going on. Once we hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, I will do the Nürburgring 24-hour race here on YouTube as I guess it'll be a three-part, probably a 4-part video or stream over the 24 hours. So that should be fun. So again, once we crack the 1,000 subscribers, I will do the Nürburgring 24-hour race live here on YouTube. No stopping. 24 hours racing, my bum in this chair, me quickly getting up, doing midnight toilet runs as we do the 24-hour race. But let's get back into it. Let's jump into the muscle car. So obviously this is how it works. It comes up, those 3 cars across the bottom there, Kiwi, are the 3 cars we will get the option to use. Yeah, I will be doing but once we hit over 1,000 subscribers. So this is how it works. You have a $300. Why is that still there? Give me a second. I'll move that one out of the way as well. Whoop. Hide. There we go. Yeah. I will be. I plan on doing it. So this is obviously the screen we will see. So obviously going from here, enter. Then we've got the 3 cars. Obviously, each you can see, each one comes without a chili, being the ZL Camaro. We got the Roadster with the 1 chili, or we got the Mach 40, which is a Mustang with a GT40 rear, or middle, really. And then obviously there's $300 credits as well. So it's a chili system. And even with the race I did today here in where was it? This one here, the 90s one here. Was it this one? Or was it this one? No, it was this one. Obviously, the car that I have for my thumbnail was from this one, and it took me 2 attempts. I'm going to say I cheated a little bit, but it wasn't cheating. I wall grind a couple of the corners. But yeah, it's a chili system. You still have to pay $300 to enter. So we'll do that. And then you get, I think it's like unlimited practice time, 1 hour. Or was it 1 hour practice? We'll see. We'll see. Welcome to the practice, and Sarah's here to talk you through it. Well, it gives you that little bit of spice. So pretty much this whole Power Pack playthrough, we are doing Kiwi. We're going to do the 1 star or the 1 chili. So yeah, I think it's 1 hour practice. And with the practice, you don't have to do it. I'll put it up on the big screen for you guys so you can see. So as you can see, we've got go to Trak, fast forward the speed. So if you wanted to fast forward the next hour, you can. Then we can spectate some of the guys that are racing. We've got settings, and then we can go and practice. So we'll give it a go on the screen just to see how this car feels. Obviously, you've still got all your little perks. This is Laguna with the first race in the Americans. So we picked the Roadster, this thing. We'll see how we go with it. Ooh. And then yeah, we'll just go from here. But yeah, we'll probably do every Friday, because remember, as of next week we are doing obviously our days are changed. This thing does definitely not handle very well. Definitely not the spots you would usually break. So yeah, as of next week again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Far out, that Challenger is noisy. Listen to it. Andy, welcome in, mate. So yeah, we'll pretty much do every Friday until we grow to that 1,000 subscribers. I was going to say 1,000,000 subscribers. That 1,000 subscriber mark, we will be doing the Power Pack. And we just want a bit of practice, just so I can get a feel for this this Roadster. And then yeah, I think is there one or two 24-hour races on this? I think the Nürburgring's only a 24-hour race. I think there's a 6-hour, which I'm happy to do. But it seems like there's going to be quite a bit of fun. But yeah, welcome in, Andy. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, sort of like here. There we go. Sorted it. Saved it. Yeah, we just get a bit of a feel for this, and then it like sort of breaks at like a 3. I have to say, this doesn't sound too bad for whatever it's meant to be. Yeah, definitely right there, Andy. Definitely right. But it's also interesting too, because I've never actually, I don't even think I own this car. Well, on the hards is a bit of an interesting one. That was clean. But it's interesting too, because a lot of what you sort of get into with the a lot of these earlier sort of races are all very like small laps. But yeah, I sort of do 1 or 2 laps just to see where I stand, and then it's like, all right, return to pit. We then obviously end practice, because I already know that I'm setting not a bad standard, bad benchmark there. But yeah, it's not too bad, and we've got 10 minutes of qualifying. Hello, Daniel. Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. We'll see how we go. There's nothing really I can adjust in the traction control. I'll probably leave traction control of that. This is definitely in the radar. I'll wait till we get to the pits. I usually do 1 full lap, depending on how I've gone, and I usually just go from there. Well, let's go. That's definitely not ideal. Lucky I've got no traffic behind me at the moment. Like it's only in the first lap. Warm up these cold tyres. That got a bit spicy. That's definitely not spicy. Tyres obviously not set up correctly. Oh, that's okay. Still no traffic. Still have people in the pits. Wild. Oh, that was... It's interesting, like, with this particular car, you can't, like, brake in the normal sort of GT3 or Group 4 sort of spots. Have you got the power pack, Daniel? And Andy? I know PJ and Kiwi Dad don't have it. It does get a little bit sideways, a little bit tail happy, this thing. There we go, that should set us for a good time. Then we go return to the pits. We'll fast forward it, allow it to do its thing. I don't think I could get any. They're going to get any closer to what I was. Oh, half a second there. We are in a more modern car. Yeah, that's fair. Oh look, it's not too bad. I think $45 is plentiful. You end up getting like 6, 7 cars that aren't actually in the that you can't properly unlock. Obviously, you get your 5,000 credits, which are worth whatever that is, and then there's a heap of races that are. Wow, still only half a second. There's that second sector where I somehow managed to smash everybody. At 38.4, and then the closest one was at 39.07. Wow. And then obviously finishing. And then yeah, we just go next, and then we start the race. 4 laps. And then, yeah, just go from there. I think it's pretty cool at the moment. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people think it's a rip-off because it's, you know, you can't use your own liveries. There's no strategies. Obviously, the only strat that I've seen is through the Nürburgring 24-hour, which we will eventually do once I've cracked that that 1,000 subscribers. But oh, just trying to work out why it hasn't started yet. Some of them start off as a grid start. Oh, challenge the demons. Those demons are so noisy, so high pitch. But away we go. We round this corner. The Roadster is a very interesting thing, isn't it? Thank you very much, mate. Four laps here. Should take us about 6 minutes. It sounds like the Hellcat ends up losing traction between gears 2 and 3. Let's go. Oh, cheers, mate. That's appreciated. We'll see what happens. See what happens. Maybe me doing the playthrough with this, Daniel, it might give you an idea of if it's worth it or not. It's obviously based on a chili system. With how difficult it is, still got to pay you 300 credits to enter. And then you got your 3 different cars to then potentially win, I think it was 7 or 8 more cars I rattled out earlier. it goes no chili, 1 chili, 2 chili. We're racing on 1 chili. But yeah, I read into it, and apparently the 2 chilies get a bit that sort of level gets a little bit hectic. I thought, oh yeah, we'll just do one chili for the whole playthrough, and then eventually we might do do the 2 chilies. See if that makes any difference. A bit like, you know, when you get the gold, silver, bronze with the oh. It's interesting how he comes up close and then he sort of fades off. One chili. That's it. Oh. Somehow managed to save that. That Demons is the most loud. It whines so loud. I'm not sure. I think so. I think it is. It's not my car. That's the Demons, mate. That's the Demons. That's the Demon. That's this thing. The thing is too, you don't get banalized either. See what I mean? Even at the 1 chili, sometimes it gets a bit full on. But the thing that probably annoys me the most so far with it is the constant every race you got this. It's like, I don't care. Just give me the race. I could have come second and enjoyed it, but I want to come first in all of them. All those 1 chilies. Let's go. Let's try again. And then 9 out of 10 times anyway, you usually end up with a clean race bonus too, which is nice. that's my own fault. Went too wide coming out of the corkscrew there. Any GYG fans here? I don't know if there's many on the West Coast or even in New Zealand. Guzman Y. Gomez. I've got one opening up right behind me, which is the crazy because it's the same distance from there to my front door as it is to the my letterbox. Wife's not a fan of it. I think it's better than Zambreros, which is originally what was actually there, funny enough. It's only taken just over 2 years for something else to go into where the Zambreros was. Yeah, I do think it's AI, to be fair, because even like you see the demon come out of those corners and you see the little arrow get a bit sideways. Thanks for the 11 that's tuning in, greatly appreciated. So the power pack or triple crown, and you're really watching the power pack. Jeez, I must have gained so much time coming through that third sector. Well, that's not going to help, is it? I'm also sweating my boom boom off. The fact that it was 8 seconds behind myself and P3 at that stage, crazy. Though I do like all the liveries that they've used for these cars. One of those things where it's like that very old school NASCAR sort of livery. A few little brands, big number, and off we sort of go. I would hate to see what it's like racing in the what was it, the the GT Ford Mustang thing. The Mach 40 or whatever they call it. But yeah, you got a GYG opening up like right behind me. Dangerous. Geez, that thing didn't even move. You give anything else a bump during a particular race. Give anything else a bump in a particular race, and it actually moves. That was like ramming a big truck. Oh, Solus. Must be that traction control. It seems like I may need to have it on. Annoying. Annoying. Was this attempt number 4 at this particular track? These demons are just like a bunch of bees under a bonnet. There you go, here's one. Was that two or three of them on here? Yeah, 3 of them. And away we go for the 4th time. Thanks very much for all of you guys tuning in at the moment. Don't forget to smack the like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new. Trying to hit the 1,000 subscribers by the end of May. And the crazy thing is too, that demon would have probably tyres that are like a 335 wide, and here I am on like probably a 275. So that thing will just stick to the road. All right, mate, far out. This Sophie AI 3.0 is aggressive. It's at number 5. I don't know why they're turning from so far in on that left side. Like, go around and then it gives you your turning a bit better. Well, let's go. Let's go. Very wide through that corner. Far out. And the crazy thing is, it sort of gets away, but doesn't get away, if that makes sense. I wonder if actually there's any Mount Panorama racing on this as well. Oh, that's wide. Oh, that's wide too. I think if you sort of spin him out, it's probably the good option. So he's not just there the whole time. Because even looking at it, there's like P3's like 3 seconds behind me. And he sort of backs off. But thank you very much for all of you guys tuning in tonight. I do apologise that it is not any weekly races. I do hope the thumbnail change has been a bit of an interesting one. Dre, welcome in, legend. Yeah, we're going to do one playthrough on the one chili. Do the one chili all the way through. And then once that's done, probably some point this year, maybe next year, we'll do the 2 chili, just to see if anything's changed in that time. Oh, well, thanks very much for those kind words, Andy. Oh, look, I think race C, sort of, it's a bit overdone. It's a bit like watching paint dry. Race B, yeah, sure, it's quick and it's a nice sprint, but it's definitely an interesting choice. I do love Spa and Group 3, but I feel like that should have had pit strategies. But yeah, it's just a bit of a change of pace. And then once we have cracked the 1,000 subscriber mark there, Dre, we will do the 24-hour Nürburgring race that is on here. So that should be an experience and a half. And then, yeah, that should be some serious fun, that one. So yeah, still what, 369 subscribers away from that. That is all good. So we finally, after 5 attempts, finished the first American page. So let's go back. Oh look, it's all part of the part of the fun. But where do we go here? Let's do the GTI. Oh, we've got a mini we can use. We'll use the mini. But yeah, I always want to do a 24-hour, Dre. I always wanted to do a 24-hour. I'm not going to be able to find many people that want to do a 24-hour race. So this is probably the next best thing. Depending on how next week's races go, depending on what Friday brings. But I think what we'll do is we'll make Friday our Power Pack day, because as of next week, we're going back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's good to see Stream Elements doing its job. I have programmed it, it just hasn't popped up at all. But yeah, that should be fun. So yeah, Monday and Wednesday will be our normal race days, and then Friday will be our Power Pack. See how we go. I know this track's a bit of a simples. Especially in a light car like a Mini S. It just sort of takes away from those weekly races like this week where it gets quite boring, and then once we get past the Power Pack, I have a nice little announcement. We will obviously all the basics in the Power Pack. I have a nice little announcement on what we'll end up doing for that one. So I hope you can all tune in for that. And I feel like what I'm planning on doing might actually bring in some more subs and whatnot, which will be cool. Actually, I might make a members only video in regards to that. I usually do 1 to 2 laps of the practice just to get a feel for the car. Then we do the practice, and then we sort of get into it all with these Power Packs. Obviously, a few things I've already noticed that is very much a dislike is that sort of Nations Cup, Manufacturers Cup introduction. What's a bit long? Sorry. With Drummond coming out of the pits at the same time. Oh, yeah. It's more the every race. It's the same intro. There should be a way just to skip that, if you know what I meant. But this is also the last day I will be streaming over on Twitch, so that should be some fun. Unless somehow I can start. Oh, actually, I probably might still stay on Twitch, to be fair. I just know that in the time being here on YouTube, I've been a bit more efficient with, I guess, earning some funds. It sounds like this is turbocharged. Probably isn't, but it sounds like it. It's probably turbocharged actually on the original motor. The OEM factory. Actually, I didn't mind the fact that that halftime was set from coming out of the pits. And then what we do is we just usually go sit in the pits, see if anybody can match our time. Oh, that's a quick middle sector by Sereno. He's coming close. Starting P1 still. This is the thing I've noticed with the one chili already. You'll have that one guy who's pretty close to your time, and then you'll have, oh, like there we go, Gallo. He's just managed to beat the time. I could probably jump out and attempt to do another quick race, but I think P2 is a good starting point. The fact this thing is a distraction, turbocharged. Okay, that's cool to know. But yeah, I think starting anywhere between P1 to P3, P1 to P3 is not too bad. The fact that there's a Fiat 500 in here, two of them. Then there's a one Beetle. It's like a GDI. And then the, was it the Lancia? Is it Lancia? R4, Renault R4, Renault R8. A couple interesting ones. But here we go. What is it? Three laps. The Panda. Golf. Fiat 205, another S, Renault, another S, Well, R4. Some interesting choices of cars, that is for sure. Well, it's not the position I expected to be in. I want to be P7, I would have started P7. Let's go on the inside. Edward, welcome in, legend. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Got some work to do. 2.2. You're not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Definitely not where I wanted to take that corner. That's okay. Jeez, what's in that Panda? That Panda is quick. Still sitting out at 2.2, 2.3, 2.4. Off the wall. Maybe we can sort of slingshot. Final lap. Let's see how we can go out of this corner. Now let's try and get to this Panda. Managed to get past the GDI. No! Damn, we were close. We were close. Just got to time that start fine. Just got to start that. Yeah, not doing too bad. Eugen, welcome in, legends. lose too many spots like we did last race. But far out that 595. But this Friday, there's no lobbies this Friday, mate. Maybe next Friday. Maybe next Friday, depends on what there is. Oh, these are. Don't get me wrong, they're very fun. They're a bit of a challenge, which is nice. But yeah, there's no stream this Friday. Next Friday. But yeah, I dropped down to like 7th and I had to call my way back. So now I'm in a 4th. I should be able to. No, this is one chill. One chilly. Sean, welcome in, mate. It all depends on the week ahead, Eugene. It all depends on the week of racing that we have. Like this week, if it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 100% would be lobbies. And usually the Discord will know pretty early as well, which will always be good. The good thing about these, I guess, power pack races too, it's not like you get penalised for, you know, just cutting a little white line. Look, I think for the, I guess the, you know, someone like myself who gets, I guess, frustrated with the, frustrated with some of the dailies, it's, got to defend. Somebody gets frustrated with the dailies, with the how boring and repetitive they get. It's like, it's actually not bad to have, I think, a stream like this where it is a change of pace, but as time sort of goes on, it's definitely one of those ones where there's a lot of repetition in this as well. Yeah, once we crack the 1,000, I'll do a 24-hour race on this, and we'll sort of go from there. But for now, the Fridays will probably be for the power pack until obviously we hit the 1,000, and then we'll get back into something a bit more structured and wild. But yeah, this is just meant to be just for a change of pace, change of scenery, until it all comes. Thanks for the GGs there, Sean. Oh, But looking at it, where do we go next is the question. We've done that one. Have we done this one? I thought we did this one. No? Must have been this one. Okay, oh, it's this one. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. What's this one? Savulga. Okay. Ah, okay, so once we do that, it goes to that. Require 60 stars. Okay. I think we'll do this one. Oh. What's this give us? 4-star ticket, 5-star ticket, horsepower, 1,000 credits, 6-star car. I think we'll do this one again. 5 laps. You reckon Europe? Yeah, we can stay in Europe then. Alsace. 12-minute qualifier. We'll go back into the mini. The mini. The mini. I think there's a rally one in this, isn't there? I didn't quite have a look. We probably should have gone to the Novak, but it is what it is. Oh, maybe we'll do it after this one. We'll see how we go with this. Do a couple of laps here in the practice. No, I know that I won't need it. I won't need this one, no. Straight to qualies. 12-minute qualies. Do 2-3 laps here and then off we go. These would be fun in real life. So it'll be like the XL Cup. The XL Cup still gets around. See a few of them now popping up for sale. I think there's a Swift Cup as well. Used to know a guy that used to be fully into his minis. Some wild modifications he'll do to them. Apparently there's like particular BMW motorbike engine. You take the head off, drill a water jacket into it, and then she's good for like an extra like 40 horses or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about it. It's no different to the improved production. That's the same. Improved production race series is pretty much the same. Probably a third gear corner with how that all handled. But I think too, going back to your comment, Eugene, in a way of it being slow, like I understand it. I understand that comment, but half these cars we wouldn't be ever using in a, yeah, that's it. 2 minutes 43. Half these cars we would never use in a daily race anyway, so it's quite a nice little change of pace. It also sort of steps you up from slow, slow, slow into faster, faster, faster. Especially this particular race. But here we go. I don't think this. I think this is a very poor choice of track for this particular setup. So turbo sucking in all the air. I think they should have 4 daily races and instead of the 3. And here we go. This is where we sort of. There we go. Now we return to pit. Fast forward. Anyone know why they don't have any more daily races? It just seems like if they had a lot more, could be a lot more fun. Look, you're not wrong. I feel like this week's daily race C. Daily race C should have been Group 1 or Group 2. I don't mind the occasion. Oh, jeez. Izzle. I don't mind, like, it when it's a bit different in regards to. It's a bit different in regards to, you know, running a Group B car at a certain track. But even then, some of that could get a bit sideways and chaotic, sorry. But yeah, I really wish they would add an extra daily race. Even if it was like a dirt one. I find some of the dirt ones pretty fun. Wow. So, I guess having the faster car usually helps you win. Well, let's see how we go against the GTI here. Hopefully it's a rolling start. Yeah, that's actually not a bad point there, Andy. Not a bad point. And even if you, I think even if they gave you 6 options, like I think even if it came down to, let's say they gave you the 6 options, at least 2 of them. So let's go this week. Let's go this week, for example. It should be. I'd love to know what the hell's in that Panda. Obviously, it should be Group 3. Jesus. Yeah, this is power pack. That is what the thumbnail and timeline says, isn't it? I did click on the wrong stream to start with. I was trying to work out where all that was. Yeah, see, I think if you give the option of 6, it should be one of these things where it should be where, you know, like obviously this week we have Spa. You should have the option of Group 4 or Group 3, and then the same with Race B. Oh yeah, Classics could be a cool one. Classics could be a cool one. I don't think people want to be using Classics all the time though. Race B or Rally B would be fun. I think rally races. Jeez, oh man, up ahead's just showing off. And I feel like this is why I'm going to get a lot of people coming through here. Comment down on the whip and the Panda. Now I'm in traffic. That's usually how it that's usually how it is when you really break it down, Sin. Oh man, he went way wide. But the Golf on this track was just annihilating everybody. Oh, whenever that starts. No, it shouldn't be. I haven't changed any settings. I can always change the volume settings. So I can turn the game down a little bit. Well, apparently we're meant to get like 20 people in a race as well. Might be also where my mic's situated. Well, no one else has made a comment about the sounds yet. Just need to turn your headphones up, mate. Yeah, turbo minis always sound cool. Funny enough, I'm 8 decibels. Actually, 5.5 decibels, 4.5 decibels. It'll just be because of how I usually I'm running this at the moment. Because usually I'm like this, but even that's louder than this. Gotta catch this guy. How am I gonna catch this mini? That is the question. Yeah, I haven't touched anything in the way of volume or anything. But I do thank the 10 of you for watching and the 17 likes tonight. Greatly appreciated. It might also be too that I feel like sometimes when I'm... Oh, that's not where we want to go. Yeah, I really want to do the NASCAR Ute series is what I want to do. Or what do they call them? Super trucks. But yeah, I got a notification today from Steam. Hey, your 1 month membership has gone. It's like, oh, okay. I feel like I need to get wide around there. But all these smaller cars are very loud though. I guess that's the joys too of having both a console and a PC sim, where you can do a bit of both. You can play this and you play that. Try that again. Hopefully we don't get caught up. It's just a very slow car to take off. I have everything else take off in front of me. Once we get going though, it's actually not bad. Keep it. See, now I get caught up with all these guys. So I'd love to know what is in this Panda, because this Panda is wild. You'll be able to get probably close to $1,000 for your, or 1,000 whatever. Because what they're charging for PlayStation 5 at the moment, wild. Alright, mate. I think that was the way to do it. Yeah, that's true. That is true. You can always come back to Gran Turismo whenever too. Especially when we hold the community races. How much money have you spent on, like, what packs have you bought so far for iRacing? I want to try and punt him into the pits. Not punt him, but push him into the pits. That'll slow him down. I think that's my biggest issue, is I don't want to be spending too much. Because really, I want to look at like the likes of Sebring. I've got to look at what the basic pack gives me, the basic game gives me first, and then I've got to really really work out what I want to add to it. Better racing this time round. Oh, excuse me. Yep, so did first subscription plus 4 months. Yep. Yeah, I'm thinking about just buying the 12 months straight up, cancelling obviously to renew, and then play on it a bit more. But it's just tough because it's just like I want to set this channel to more than just, you know, Gran Turismo. Then Sebring, the new Porsche. Yeah, that's crazy, crazy money. Like when you break it down, the guys that run, or that own iRacing, they're $1 billion companies, surely. wild figures. There we go. Snuck away. And then far out. See, and this is the thing. I think that's why I don't want to indulge too much into iRacing. And plus, even like looking at everything I've got, I probably... Oh, maybe that's what those arms are for. Look, PJ, don't get me wrong. It is fun, but is it extremely slow? Like that was... Yeah, that's wild, mate. Where's my phone? 208 USD. Let's have a look. We'll call it, yeah, 285. So you're looking at 300 Australian you've spent, which is wild. Absolutely wild. Well, our fuel has come down, which is nice. So let's actually have another look while we're talking about fuel as well. So fuel in my area, it's still dropped. It's dropped 25 cents in my area. So 25 cents is converted to, so 17 American cents is 25 cents. But yeah, it's dropped that much in the last 24 hours. It is something different. You do have a lot of old cars. You have a lot of cars too that you wouldn't actually use. Like, sure, the Mini Cooper you probably use in what was it? There's the Mini Cooper Cup at Goodwood. So there is that. And that's I guess the perks in it too, because like if you break it down, you Monza. You break it down, you look at it like this, you know, it's one of those things where yeah, you buy it once and you're sort of good. You're sort of good. So, you know, if you end up playing for 10 years and you do the conversion, you know, you buy, let's say you spend another 800 US over 10 years, $100 a year, including your subscription. It's value for money. I'm just gonna skip this, go straight to qualies. I did see Super GT do this one. It was like the first one he did. I was actually surprised I caught one of his streams. Oh, that's not a problem, mate. And that's I guess part of part of doing all this. Oh, these are on sports softs. Oh, I've got the game. Like, don't get me wrong, I've got the game. I spent like 2 days on it. 2 days on it, and I think too, with how close my screen is, it's probably the big one. Oh, crap, it's this one. It's a sprint track. I couldn't get my steering wheel to turn right. Yeah, there was a few issues I had to start with, and I was just like, nah. And then trying to understand the replay system and trying to do it all on a mouse and keyboard. I didn't enjoy it. Which I probably should put my keypad tray in. Just gotta try and work out how I'm gonna get it behind this screen. Actually, I might mount that higher. Yeah, I probably should have done a little bit more research on it too with what most of it all comes with. Just so I could have looked into it and gone, okay, this gives me this gives me this. Because obviously I know you got to do like the MX5 cup and everything. But yeah, I think it's just the initial costs, because at the moment I don't really want to be spending money when I'm not making money, if that makes sense. I know I've got to spend money to make money, but right now I'm not making money from this, and having a wife that doesn't work, having 2 kids in daycare, that stuff adds up. Yeah, but I don't want the same car. I don't want to have the same car. If anything, I think like probably should jump back out again. Actually no. Let's just fast forward it, see what happens. If it pushes me to 5th, then it's a challenge. Because yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I think the big thing for me is the super trucks. Definitely something I would look into doing. Obviously there is your GT3 cars as well. Like, I've also got Automobilista 2 that I can use. Or 6. I've got Race Room. There's a lot of things too that I'm like, I don't really want to be having to spend all this money in these cars. Yeah. I do wish you could fast forward the beginning of the race. So this part. Sure, have the sweep, and then it should go straight to what you are. Yeah, that's it. I was actually doing some FIFA recording today. Thank you very much for the 20 likes, legends. Absolute legends. Aussie Pug, welcome in, mate. Welcome in. far out. Maybe we need to leave this one and then try Folly again, because that was not ideal. We're just losing time to P1. Wow. There's just no way that's even achievable. Let's head into... what's the other one? This one, this one. Oh yeah, I think because we've got a rally car. No? I don't know. Yeah, let's do this. We'll do this one. We'll jump back into another Porsche at a different track. Oh, Ozzy, where are you on today, mate? Is today one of your streaming days? It was Wednesday of streaming day, is it? What we got? 11 minutes. What days is it usually that you stream, Ozzy? We might do 2 laps of this. 2 or 3 laps just to get the feel. Whoa. Because that's not ideal. That was definitely not ideal. Sports softs though, that's a bit silly. We've still got a bunch of guys still in the pits. Wild. You gotta try and not hit that ripple strip because that sausage is huge. I think if you set yourself a schedule, just so it sets you also into routine, you know, you do it in the morning, whatever time, or in the afternoon, because I think that will help like allow your channel to grow as well, because people know when to tune in. It's not just a whenever thing. That's a bit better. Yeah, I think if you set yourself a schedule, it will be better for your community. Definitely not close to that. Got some work to do. Oh wow, 1.8 difference. And I know where I lost all that time. He does. Definitely has some good liveries. Not ideal. Oh, and that's understandable, and that's why I sort of say, you know, if you did, let's say Tuesday, you did a couple hours, Thursday, Saturday morning, sort of gives people sort of an understanding of what days you sort of stream. Because yeah, I know most of, like, I could sit down and record all of mine, but they're all for me. They're not for everybody, I guess. All my liveries are for me, they aren't for everybody else. Oh, even though I let them. You know what I mean? Even though everybody can use them. Being sick doesn't help either. If you do it off your phone, then I don't think you can either. To be fair, you got to do it on like a laptop or something, laptop or maybe an iPad. I don't know. I've always done it off my PC. Apparently I was slower through there than anything else. Not ideal. Just through this back sector is where I lost all my time earlier. Far out. Oh, and a lot of people do when they have their notifications on. Like usually, like at the moment, I know I have 3 or 4 that sit in the chat before I even go live. It's always nice. So much time in that hairpin. So much time. Doesn't help you coming up against like modern day cars. They've got like 25 years on the car you pick. But yeah, the 0.6 difference in sector 1 is the biggest one, and then the 0.6 again in the third sector. Wild. Is there a way you can turn this off and Sarah off? It doesn't need to all be there. That must be that one that's making all that noise. It gets like that, doesn't it? Let's see if we can. Oh, okay, it does that. Let's try this again then. Yeah. No, we got the Pepsi. It's finished now. No, but you've got... you can qualify. You don't have to, I don't think. I don't think you have to. But yeah. Well, there we go. That start was a little bit better than what we had. But just everybody's so much quicker. Whoa, that's not ideal. You're like 18 meters of air at that speed. This T1 is what's going to be my kryptonite for this particular race. Oh my god. It allows all that bumping, but doesn't allow cutting. I understand. I understand. But thank you very much for every recently subscribed. Thank you so very much. But just sitting through this every time. This is the issue with the power pack. This is the biggest issue with the power pack. I shouldn't need to see this every time. I don't care. I do not care. Nice. Yeah, it always happens. It's like you get into a position where you're like, whoa, seriously, that happens? And you're like, huh, I'm not going to end that run. I'm going to end that run. Felt too good. Get him out of here. Four laps, and you're just watching P1 fly away. Oh, hats off to that wall for keeping me straight. This is annoying. So annoying because they don't P1 that like nobody makes them like. There's a couple of things you will see where the car might get a bit sideways with Sophie, but it's not. It's a huge difference between one chili and no chili. Like P1, he's gone. It's like almost 5.5 seconds, but between me and fifth, you're looking at 5 seconds already. Like, it's a good challenge, but I think it's a little bit over the top. Because each of those cars, minus P2, all have DRS. So on the straights, they'd be just flying away. Ryzen doesn't help too. We're on the sports softs. Which aren't enjoyable. Yeah. That was not ideal. Wow, is that the time? 9:45. Come on. At least the horn works. Yeah, I think that's the whole joy out of all of it. No, that was a terrible start. Let's try this with no chili, because that is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, I don't care, Sarah. Go away. And you watch, I'll get a wild time. This already feels like it handles much better than the 2002, 2001 model. The other one feels like it's a little bit lower than this. And then having 7 gears is probably ideal. You can skip the qualifying on this as well, you don't have to do it. But I appreciate the viewership for tonight. Greatly appreciate it. Again, don't forget next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 7:30 Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time. Well, let's go. I think too with the power pack, it's a bit of a nice little change. We'll go another lap. Another 2 laps, see what happens. And away we go. Now we're down, now we're up again. Yeah, definitely, you know, yeah, 100%. 100%. And I think the good thing is too, with that, Aussie, you've got the, because you've got the chilies to get you through, it's like, okay, we've seen what Chili 1 can do. And this is obviously no chilies, and even that was like Chili 1 was a bit of a handful at times. And then obviously no chilies looks like it's just a walk in the park, which is wild. Because I don't think anybody's going to do a 5.5 in anything. Mind you, that 911 handles like a cut snake. But that's how the saying goes. Yeah, that's sort of where I would love to sort of get to with my setup, to be fair with you, Sean, just going off the clip you sent me, but more of a single screen more than a double, but everything else I'm going to try and see if I can get to work. Let's get into this. let's get into this. What do you mean by that? Sorry. So that covers the novice up to the aliens. Yeah, I guess it covers being in, I guess no chili up to 2 chili. Yeah, I guess it comes down to your skills and everything too. But it is a bit of a challenge when it is 1 star. No, 1 chili anyway. But like even looking at that, like you've got P2, P3 just sneaking up behind me. Wade, welcome in, legend. Hope you are well. Happy Wednesday. Doing well, mate. How are you doing? You can sort of get away with things like this. Oh. Get out. What's going on now? What's going on now? Yeah, I got nothing on my end. Everything's no problems here. Oh man, you just cannot steer in when you get pushed off the track like that. You just hit that and then you're not going anywhere because your wheels are so far up in the air. That's oh man, my elbow is so sore. I've dropped it back for this race to no chilies because we gave it like 3 attempts. 3 attempts, and we even did this. We even did the spa, and then that was wild as well. You get into a quicker car and you're sort of just slower in comparison. But it does get a little bit harder. Yeah, it's good though. It's good. Oh, you're in a wheelchair. Interesting. Yeah, puts up a bit of a fight. It's not afraid to give you a little bump. That's for sure. And this guy out of nowhere just screaming up behind me. He's actually got it in for a bigger motor and wheelie bars. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, was it Wheelchair Racer or something? I think it is. No, NDIS in the full grand scheme of everything is just a big scam for a lot of people to rot the system. It should be dedicated to those that are actually got disabilities, not for people to lie through their teeth and have all these, you know, charge. There's obviously a big thing about it going on at the moment. I wouldn't say it's a scam. It does do its job, but people rotting the system is probably the big issue. And even when the wife went back into some DSW work, she said some of the things that people are on NDIS for is ridiculous. She was with one guy, very able-bodied, had depression, had anxiety, apparently was able to get a support worker. And she's just like, no. I said, well, you already get that and you don't get paid for it. Yeah, there's a big issue at the moment with NDIS. I don't think Wade would be on NDIS, would he? Yeah, NDIS is a disability benefits that you can get from the government here in Australia. That's if you're in Australia, which I probably don't think you are. If that's the case. I understand how we can go from being like 6 seconds behind with one chili, then you take the chili away, and then you're at this. Wild. 6 with all the 3s. I would guess, with the question mark, Sean, he would be ran. Oh wow. Yeah, you'd be on probably 10 times that's a week here in Australia, Wade. It all depends on your age too, and if you actually, you know, and your disabilities and everything else. But yeah, you'll be on about 10 times that. You get housing benefits. VX. The other Mick T. How are we, mate? Sorry. I thought that was for rupees. But yeah, in Australia you'd be on definitely 150 or 1,500 bucks a week in comparison. You get housing benefits as well. There's a lot of things that NDIS support, can offer here in Australia. Ah, yes. Nice. Yeah, but I'd say I'm the more handsome one, Kiwi Dad. The spiders aren't the ones you got to worry about, mate. It's the crackheads. It's the crackheads. All right, let's do the Nürburg one again. Put it with the 1 star, the no chilies. I wouldn't say it's a drop bears. Drop bears you just got to be careful of. That's only if you go camping in a remote bush. Spiders, you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. The crackheads you got to worry about. They're the ones that have got a bit of knowledge and are a bit scary. And then probably, yeah, that's probably the only one I'd probably suggest to be careful of. Bin chickens, nah. They just want the soup out at the bottom of the bin. Are they? Ants are poisonous. Just don't get them in your pants. Nah, they don't. There's no crocs in storm drains. It's just sharks at the Brisbane River, mate. That's all it is. No, I've done Darwin. I can tell you right now, there is no crocs in storm drains. Though, they do release every year. They do release every year the headlines of Darwin, and every headline gets put in the book. The best one we saw was dildo found on Dickwood Drive en route to Funny Bay. And yes, that is a legit road and a legit suburb in Darwin. Dickwood Drive, and it goes to Funny Bay. If you don't believe me, look it up. So D-I-C-K, Ward, W-I-E-R-D, roads, Funny Bay. It's hilarious. Like, serious. I'm not even lying. Yeah, but you've also got to be 2'4" to do that trail. Serious, Kiwi. Google it. Google it. You'll have a good laugh. You'll have a good laugh. And Fanny Bay is a very nice spot too, actually. Yeah, you guys think we make this stuff up, but we don't. I think we'll do one more lap. Ah, perfect. Just got to be careful they don't mistaken you for the Hobbit. Legit. You actually had a look. You had a look. See that there's such a thing place called Fanny Bay. And they've also got a Fanny Bay trailer club. Nah, Dickwood Drive to Fanny Bay is taking a piss. Maybe he was taking a piss when he thought about Fanny Bay. Think about that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Put the car in reverse. Sit back in your spot, boy. What's the other one that's up there? Yeah. This will be the last race we'll do tonight. Part of the Power Pack series. Around the Christmas time, yeah, it does. Who knows? Who knows? Kiwi Dad. Keep it PG. How did he set a time with no sector 3? Four laps. Let's go. Well, I do appreciate the viewership tonight and the one sub. Hopefully, yeah, we might go see a Fanny down by the bay. What do you say? Maybe it was in May. Let's go down and have some hay. Let's go. Oh, all right, mate. Get out of the way. Nah, someone picked up on it. Quality movie, that one. That's it. That's it. That's the one. Oh, I don't think we could have done that any better. That's like a scene out of a James Bond movie. That's it. And he's out of here. Pretty much. Chicks a hazard, baby driver, a lot of ones with big hairpins. I enjoyed that way too much. If that was a daily race, I would have been sent about 8 minutes later. Oh, excuse me. It's good to see Stream Elements has done its job this week. I'm not happy about that. But there we go. There we go. That was a magnificent race. I want to see that that hectic replay, bruh. Here we go. Oh, definitely would. Definitely would. Oh, that's a much better angle. Let's see from the driver ahead of us' view. That is something you would see surely in an iRacing event. That's hilarious. The sliding carrot. Oh, I was meant to save the replay so I could turn it into a short. Ah. What have we got here? 250,000 credit. Okay, cool. And then what's that take? Oh my god. One lap of this. So at the end of the day, like looking at this, right? So looking at this. Oh, okay, so that will take us to there, and then we can probably do that one. So looking at this, you get quite a few extra bonuses, which is, I think, is pretty cool. Oh, we could probably just done this one tonight, to be fair. Because that would be, oh, Circuit de Group C Memories at Circuit de Spa. Wow. But yeah, that's, look, it's been a fun one tonight, that's for sure. First, gold chilies. Oh yeah, I see what it does. So you can go back and you can retest yourselves. Well, yeah, that's not too bad, actually. Not too bad. But yeah, we'll put this after we do these roulettes. I think they're just 100k ticket. Receive. Let's see what we get. Something big, hopefully. Oh, I'll take the car or the cash. The big stacks. I don't want the parts, man. Don't want the parts. What's it for? No one cares about an 04 bug-eye WRX. Get out of here. Let me sell that. Let me sell it. But there we go for this week. I do thank everybody that has participated in this week's viewership. But yeah, don't forget, next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we are back. It means Friday too. We can probably push it out to probably like 11:30 in the way of races. Obviously Fridays, depending on the races themselves, will be this. Obviously, again, if we can push all the way through to that 1,000 subscriber mark, we will do the 24-hour race that is on the power pack. And then, yeah, really, that's all I got for you guys at the moment. Over the next couple of days, I will work on some merch, on my merch stuff. So again, you guys have a happy Easter, have a good weekend, and this is the reason why we're going back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, is because the wife thinks that I leave you guys hanging way too long, which I can agree with her there. So yeah, pretty much means Monday stream, Tuesday will be video based on the stream, or the best race out of that stream, pretty much like what the big man does. I'm not going to mention any names, And then a Sunday video will drop in regards to either a Sledder Fast, money grinds, room setup, whatever. But yeah, until then, have a good day, or have a good morning, have a good day, have a good night, and stay safe and peace.
Helmets off, race damage in the side. Lights dim. You were right here, right in every turn we battle. Thank you for watching, make those blessings. Hit that subscribe. Keep the engine blazing. Same time, same place, same time, same place. See you legends again next time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. One final lap before we sign out. Oh yeah, yeah. Drop a little comment. See you again, I will miss you. Thank you for watching me go racing. Hit that subscribe. Keep the engine blazing. Same time, same place, same time, same place. See you next time. Same time, same place, same time, same place. See you again next time. Let it try. Oh yeah.
Bye, have a great time.